Session 4. Helping children change their habits. It is necessary to help children change their self-defeating habits from time to time, especially if these habits are interfering with the child's own progress. Remember the story of the child who had a habit of doing everything last minute. This habit can undermine child's school or college performance because they are not left with any time to revisit their work before submission to improve its quality. Secondly, although when you are young, you can do an all-nighter and actually do your homework, but as you get older, your workload increases, and even if you did an all-nighter, you may not complete your work, especially if you are at a university or in higher level education. This habit can severely undermine your outcome and career. Finally, if you are doing work at the last minute, you are having to do it too quickly and you are not learning much from it. Because the whole process of doing homework is that when you do your homework, you are learning a lot from it. So the whole idea of good habits is that it enhances your personal and social competence. Some of the habits that parents come to see me about, which they want to change, are children watching too much TV, snatching toys from other children, become noisy in a public place, running away, back-talking, being rude, using swear words, and some children have also got a bad habit of drinking, smoking, hanging around with gangsters. So if your child has got a bad habit, then the idea is, what can parents really do? Let us start with what parents must not do. Parents must not label their children. For example, I've come across people who say, "Oh, my son is lazy." It's not a good idea to label your child, because as soon as you label your child, they will fight back and say, "I am not lazy," and now you are in a battle to prove they are lazy. So the idea is, by you labeling your child, you block your communication with them, so it doesn't help them. So what can you do? The answer to that is that we rely on research. Let us look at this by looking at an example of habit change. This in psychology is called the psychology of behavior change. A good amount of research has been done on supporting people change their smoking habit. Research on smoking shows that if you put pictures of choked lungs or amputation of parts of a face due to cancer on cigarette packets, or pictures of people who are on oxygen machines because they smoked all their lives and now they can't breathe well, research shows that this does not change the behavior of smokers. A lot of people still carry on smoking. So the question is, how do you help them stop smoking? The answer is very, very simple. You go deep into the psychology of what sustains behavior. What research shows is that if somebody is smoking, their smoking behavior is supported by two factors: the emotion they feel when they engage in smoking and their belief. So smoking is supported by emotion: I feel relaxed when I smoke. Belief: my granddad smoked all his life and he was okay. Can you see? So this is how smoking is sustained. If you show this person pictures of dirty lungs and all those kinds of things, their behavior is not going to change because the picture has no impact on this smoking dynamic. So the question then is, how are you going to change? And the best way to change them is you need to break one of these bonds. So think of this as an example. If, say, for example, let's imagine your smoker gets a telephone call from a friend of theirs and they say, I am in a doctor's surgery and they told me I've got stage 4 cancer. I'm calling you from the hospital and I've only got 1 week to live. I want to really ask you to make me a promise. And the promise I'd like you to make me is that you will please give up smoking. I know I can't do much for myself, but I would like you to give up smoking. If a person does that, what do you think will happen straight away? Can you see the emotion now is smoking is dangerous, and belief is smoking is risky because it made my friend sick. So then they will consider not smoking seriously. So this phone call totally changes the dynamic of the behavior. The emotion has changed to smoking is dangerous. So let us apply this to your child. What kind of habits are we actually changing? So let me give you an example. Let's say your child is watching too much TV or spending too much time on the screen. What is their emotion linked with this? I am enjoying myself. What is the belief? I need TV to relax. Or let's say your child is lying about things. Their emotion is lying saves me from pain of being told off. Their belief is lying is okay. I will share this with you using a table. What can you do as a parent to support your child change their habits? On our course, we go into detail about how parents can help their children change their self-defeating habitual behavior into functional behavior such as I need to balance screen time and study time. Lying only brings short-term relief, but in the long run, you lose your credibility. Studying is enjoyable and fun because I'm learning about how to apply myself. Having good friends is part of life because they help you progress. By using the psychology of behavior change and changing the dynamics that fuel self-defeating habits and replacing them with functional habits will help the child become responsible and successful. Please use the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you can be notified of when we upload new videos. Thank you for watching.